and thank you for watching my yoga video. Now, if you can hear me talking to myself on the session, it's because these were previously live sessions that I'd done with a bunch of clients. So I actually was talking to someone, but I'm not as crazy as I sound. You may also hear bin men or aeroplanes. I do apologise because they just decide to come around exactly when I need to do that Zoom session. But for now, they are a really good start for a nice little strengthen and stretch type session. As of anything, if you've got any injuries, illnesses or anything, please get yourself checked out before partaking in any physical activity. And if there's anything that you're particularly sore or you've got something going on, only go as far as you can. It's your flexibility, and however far, if you know that you've got some kind of problems, you don't have to go into the exact poses I do. Equally, you may also be a bit more flexible than me, so please err on the side of caution when doing anything in particular. Hope you enjoy, and hopefully you watch a few more. We're going to go nice and gentle whenever you're ready. Rotate and twist, and the same as usual, any tension in your back, hold, just have a little stretch out. Good. When you're ready, you're going to go into shoulder shrugs. So we'll go about 5 big shrugs backwards and then 5 forward. So take your time, get your shoulders moving, and then when you've done your 5, you go in the opposite direction. Bringing your elbows up to your ears, bringing your shoulders up to your ears. Lovely. Legs are going nice and wide, and you're going for your hip twist and your upper body rotations. So opposite arm, opposite leg, and just try and twist around as much as you can rather than touching your toes. Good, couple more. And gently relax. You're going to bring your feet in, but we're going to go for your rocks next. So your hands are going in the lower part of your back. And you're just going to drop your chest and then bend your back in the opposite direction. So keep it nice and gentle. Only go for wherever you can feel it. I'm just going to limber up your back a little bit. Good. And then when you're ready, one last one. And we'll go into your hamstrings next. So you're just going to bring your hands up, toes up, down to the floor, have a bit of a sweep on the floor, and then back up again. Good. Nice, we're going to change that just into squats. You can go slightly wide with your legs, come all the way up, and this time you're going to squat down, pushing your knees as far out as they'll go, so you get your inner thighs. There we go, another one in. Good. So low as you can. One in. We're just warming up, so just jump in whenever you're ready. Good. On your next squat, you're just going to hold that squat in that low position. And here, just knock your knees from side to side, open up all your inner thighs. You can sit into it as deep as you can. And gently relax there. Take your time to get yourself back up. And we'll get started. So full body with a little bit of a core focus today. So a few recognisable things, a few different things. So we'll go as we can. And when you're ready, if you've got a mat, it's the edge of your mat. We're going to go through your sun salutations. So starting with your hands up nice and tall. As you take a breath in, go down into your fold. As you inhale, put your hands on the floor, look forward. Exhale, step back into your plank position. And then nice and gently, you're going to lower yourself down towards the ground. Take a breath in, lift your chest into your cobra. And as you breathe out, lifting your hips into your downward dog, where we're going to pause. So nice big deep breaths. Get your hips as high as they'll go. And the legs, we're trying to get the heels down towards the ground. Good. We're going to come out of that now by going down into a crouch position. Inhale, step forward. Exhale, lift back into your fold. And as you inhale again, all the way back up to standing, nice and tall. And relax there. Nice. Part one done. Part two is your longer one. We are going to put that three-legged dog back in today. So it's going to be a leg lift and a little bit of a hold on the hips. So when you're ready, we're going to go into chair pose. So you're crouching down, squeezing your legs, arms up above your head if you can. As you take your breath in, we're going to go down into your fold. Inhale, look forward, put your hands on the floor. Exhale, step back into your plank position. And then nice and gently lower yourself down towards the ground. Take a breath in, lift your chest into your cobra. And as you exhale, lift your hips into your downward dog. Now when you're in your downward dog, we are going to take your right leg and you're going to lift it up into the air as far as you can. Try to create a nice straight line from your head to your toe. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the muscles you can feel working. Good. And as you exhale, you're going to take that leg, step it all the way forward towards your hands. Right foot's going to tuck in, and we're going to stand up nice and tall. Nice straight line from that back leg all the way up. Good. When you're ready, find the floor with your hands again. You're going to step your right foot back so you're into your plank, and then nice and gently lower yourself down towards the ground. Take a breath in, lift your chest into your cobra, and exhale, lift your hips into your downward dog. And exactly the same again, you're going to take your left leg this time, lift it up as tall as you can. So you've got that nice straight line all the way through your body. Have a pause here, squeeze everything you can feel. And on your next breath, you're going to take that left leg, step it all the way forward. Tuck your right foot in, and we're standing up nice and tall into your warrior pose. Arms up. Lovely. One last time, find the floor with your hands again. Step your left foot forward, so you're into your plank position. And then when you're ready, nice and gently, lower yourself down towards the ground. Take a breath in, lift your chest into your cobra. And as you exhale, lift your hips into your downward dog. And again, we are going to pause here to try and strengthen and straighten your legs. Relax your neck and just keep your hips as high as they'll go. Good. When you're ready, we're going to come out of that by going down into a crouch position first. As you inhale, you're going to step forward. Exhale, lift into your fold. And as you inhale again, we're finishing how we started, into the chair pose. Nice and tall. And gently relax there. Nice. Shake it off if you need to. That's your kind of warm-up done. We're going to go straight into a balance first before we get into a bit more work. So your normal tree pose is what we're going to do first. So we'll start on your left leg. Right leg's going to come into your calf, or of course, you can get all the way into your inner thigh. Hands are going to go into the centre of your chest. And you're going to use this time to try and find something nice and still to have a look at. When you're ready, take a nice big deep breath in, and you're going to lift your hands all the way up, nice and tall. We're going to do slightly shorter than usual today, so just try and hold for as long as you can. When you're ready, bring your hands back down to the centre of your chest and relax that leg. We're going to do the same again. Right foot's going to do the balance. Left foot's coming in or into your inner thigh if you can manage it. Hands are going to go to the centre of your body. She says if she gets the balance. Have a look at something nice and still. Find your balance here. And then when you're ready in your own time, take a nice big deep breath in. Lift your hands up nice and tall into that tree pose. Good. Hands down to the centre of your chest and relax that leg. Nice. We're going to go back into a little bit of harder work next. So we're going to do your lunging and your twisting to begin with. So starting nice and wide with your legs, you're going to point your right foot outwards. Your left foot can tuck in about 45 degrees and you're going to turn and lunge on to that right leg. You're going to take your left elbow, pop it onto the right knee. Hands are going to go together and then you're going to push them together in a prayer pose. Turn and twist, looking over that right leg. Now I want you to twist as far as your body will let you. Keep it within your range. Try and keep nice and strong on your balance. Good. And gently relax there. Back up to standing. And we're going to go the opposite direction. So left foot's going to point out, right foot's going to tuck in. And you're going to lunge down onto that left leg. Right elbow's going to come and sit onto that left knee. Palms are going together and then you're going to push them together into a nice straight forearms. Turn and twist and have a look at and over your left leg. Gently relax there. Bring yourself back up to standing. You're going to go about hip width apart with your legs. We're going to reverse triangle. I'm going to do it backwards for you. So right foot's pointing out, left foot's tucking in, but you're turning your hips to face your right leg. So we're going for your reverse triangle. Hands are coming out to the side, and it's the back of the left hand that's going to come to the outside of your right leg. Go down your right leg as far as you comfortably can. And I'd like you to turn and twist and look at your right hand up in the sky. You should feel a stretch all the way kind of through your body. Working on the balance. Just hold it there. Gently relax, bring it back up to standing. And we'll go the opposite direction. So left foot's going to point out, right foot can tuck in, and you're going to turn your hips to face that left leg. Same again, arms out to the side, but it's the back of the right hand this time that's going to go to the outside of that left leg. Go down the left leg as far as you possibly can, that you're comfortable with. Then you're going to turn and twist, look at your left hand, open up your chest. Good. And gently relax there. Bring yourself back up to standing. We're going to go, if you have a mat at the end of one of the ends of your mats, if not, just where you've got a bit of space. Starting with your legs about shoulder width apart, you're going to come hands all the way up, and as you take a breath in, you're going to bring yourself down to the ground, and we're going to aim to try and get your hands on the floor, so you might have to go a little bit further in front of you. Walk your hands out until you're into your downward dog. And then I'm going to get you to shift your weight over your hips so that you're into your plank position. So when you're in your plank position, this is where we're going to do some work. So you're going to take your right leg, you're going to bring it forward towards your hands. You can slightly tuck your left leg in, and you're going to stand up nice and tall into what would be our warrior first. But instead of going up your hands, you're going to turn and twist, looking across that right leg. So arms are coming out to the side, you rotate as far as you comfortably can. Holding nice and strong in that balance. As far twisted as you can. Good. Nice and gently bring your torso back to forward. We're going to put your hands back on the floor. Step your left foot back. And again, you're in that plank position. Taking your left foot, we're going to do the same thing. Bring it all the way forward. The right foot can tuck in slightly, and you're going to stand up nice and tall to begin with. And then when you're ready, you're going to turn to face across your left leg this time. Arms out to the side. Now you might be a bit imbalanced, you might feel it tighter on one side, that's absolutely fine. Just go to wherever you can. Hold in as strong as you can. Good. Gently relax, bring your torso back, and we're just going to walk your feet back together so you're standing up nice and tall. Shake it off if you need to, because it is a nice bit of a stretch, that one. And we're going to go into that chair pose again. So you're going to take a nice big deep breath in. You're going to come down to that crouch position, squeezing your legs. And if you can manage it, you're going to bring your arms up above your head. We're going to hold and pause in this position. We'll do a couple of rotations. Just trying to get the legs moving, trying to get the body working. And gently relax, bring yourself back up to standing. We're going to do that again 2 more times. So it's a nice big deep breath in. Sit down into that crouch position first. Arms up, if you can manage it, right above your head. Good. Relax, bring yourself back up to standing. And then one last time, take a nice big deep breath in, sit down into that chair pose, arms up above your head, as tall as they'll go. Good. And gently relax there. You guys are going to stay where you are, I'm going to face the other way. We're going to go into a bit of stretching. So you're going to bring your chest down into a bit of a hamstring stretch, but instead of going all the way down, you're going to get you to put your hands behind your back if you can. You're just going to interlink and push away. So take your time, find what's comfortable. If it's happier, just resting your arms on your back, then just stay there. If you can, have that forward lean and stretch out your arms behind your back. It should feel nice, this one. And again, the more you can bring your chest down, the more you'll feel your hamstrings. Good. On your next breath, you're going to let go of your arms. You're going to bring them out in front of you. Just let your body hang to begin with. You've got a tiny bit more core to come up. Good. On your next breath, if you want to go deeper, if you're not touching the floor, you're going to aim to try and get a little bit closer. If you are, you can bring your hands in between your legs. Nice deep hamstring stretch. Good. On your next breath, you're going to walk your hands out in front of you. So we're going into that downward dog position again. So hips up nice and tall. Walk your hands wherever they need to go. Have a brief pause in this position. Then we're going to walk our hands a little bit further forward. So we're going to now drop into that plank position. You can move your feet if you need to. Drop your hips so that we are into a nice strong plank. Now, if this is a bit too difficult, you can always drop down to your knees and just hold it there. But we are going to add some mountain climbers in, some really slow ones. You're going to bring your knee in towards your chest and back out. Left knee in towards your chest and back out. And we're going to aim for 5 on each side. So nice and slowly. Drive your knee into your chest. Squeezing your core as you go. Good. Once you've done 5 on each side, you're going to come back into that plank position. Now, if you can, we're going to go straight into a side plank by coming onto your side. If you struggle, drop your hips and bend your knees so you're into a side plank. So for those of you that can, you're side planking. If those of you that can't, just drop your knees, lift your hips and side plank like that. We are going to go straight into your fallen star pose. So from here, you can drop your hips if you are stood up. Your left foot is going to come across. Your right leg is going to go straight. And we're going to lift up into that kind of like side plank position. Same again, if you do struggle with it, you're going to stay on your knees. We're just going to have that side plank for you. So whichever variation you'd like, we're going to go for one long pause. So take a breath in and lift that side up, nice and tall. Just hold it there for as long as you can. If you need a break, pop your hips down and then get back up into position as soon as you can. Good. And relax there. You guys can flip over to your other side. I'll show you on the other side. We're going to go for your left hand side. So exactly the same again. If you can side plank, you can side plank. If you'd like to stick with your knees on the floor and keep it a little bit more gentle, you can. But we are going to go back into that fallen star. So right leg's going to bend in front, left leg's going straight up. And then when you're ready, whichever way you're going, take a nice big breath in, lift your hips, raise your arm. We're going to hold it again as long as you can. Good. And relax there. Bring your hips down. Bring your legs back together. That's the hard work all done. So we're going to stretch it out now. So take your time if you need a little bit of a breath. But all we're going to do is we're going to flip on to all fours from that side. And we're going to start with your pigeon pose. So you're going to take your right leg, bring it up in between your hands. Play around with your foot position. You're going to bring it nice and wide to the side. And I want your hips stacked back over that leg. If this is enough of a stretch for you, then stay where you are. If you'd like to go nice and deep with it, you can rest on your elbows, bring your head down to the floor. And the aim of this is just slow that breathing down as well. So nice big deep breaths. And you can relax into this stretch as we start to now cool back down. Good. Gently relax there, bring your chest back up from the floor. We're going to go onto your left foot, pop your right leg back, and then this time it is left knees coming forward. Same again, the more you can pull the foot out to the side, the more you might feel a little bit of hips. You're going to shoot your hips back over, so you're on top of that leg. Relax your back leg. And same again, if that's enough of a stretch, and stay there. If you'd like to go nice and deep, you're dropping down to your elbows, trying to bring your head all the way down. So find what you can comfortably hold. Nice big deep breaths in as you relax. Good. Gently relax there. Bring your chest up. You're going to pop your weight onto your right toes so you can shoot your left leg back. And then bring both knees together so you're into your tabletop position next. So take your time if you need to get into this. From here, we're going to do a few cat cows, but you're going to add your rotation in. So as you come into your cat, you can just move your shoulders and your hips into your cow. So it's a bit of a kind of wiggle as you do your cat cows. So as you breathe in, it's that cat position. As you breathe out, it's going to be your cow. So in your own time, you can do this. So as many rotations for it as you need. You're going to breathe in, move your shoulders, move your hips as you go into a cat, and then breathe out. Same thing again. You kind of wiggling the spine, lifting the hips still, and then folding back in. So as many as you need to. If there's any part of it you want to hold, then do so. We're lifting the chin, tucking the chin back in. Just having a bit of movement in your spine as you do it. So take your time. It should be nice and comfortable, so don't push it too far. But the rotation's just going to wiggle up your hips and your shoulders, a little bit of your back as well. Good. On your next breath, we're going to just remove the wiggle part of it. And we're going to take a breath in, roll your back into your cat. So you're tucking your tummy in, tucking your hips. Exhale into your cow, lifting your hips, lifting your head. Inhale back into your cat, pushing away from the floor. Exhale, lifting up into your cow. And we're going to go one more on each. So breathe in, into your cat, really push away from the floor. And as you exhale, lifting your hips into your cow, nice and tall. And gently relax there. From here, you're going to go into child's pose. So you're sitting down onto your ankles or as far to your ankles as you want. Two options: you can bring your head down and keep your arms long so you stretch out your back. Or you can put your hands to your side, bringing your head down, wherever it's comfortable for you. So one's a bit of a stretch, one's just a little bit relaxing. So take your pick, and we're going to hold it there and just relax as you go. As you relax, you're going to bring your head back up. Get yourself gently out of your child's pose, and we're going to go down to sitting next. So take your time to get yourself sat down. You're going to go nice and wide with your legs. So take as much time as you need. And then when you're ready, we are going to go into your hamstrings. So you're going to bring your hands out in front of you to begin with. So as far as you can tolerate, stretching out both sides of the legs. Pop your head down so you're looking towards the floor, not straining your neck. Just hold it there. On your next breath, you're going to lean over and reach onto your right leg. So some of you might be able to grab all the way around your feet. Some of you might be higher up, but just change the pressure down to that right hand side. On your next breath, if you'd like to go deep with the stretch, you're going to take your left arm up and over your head and then down as if you're trying to grab onto your toes. Now, some of you might be able to get all the way down and you're going to try and bring your chest as close to your right leg as you can. But if you're a little bit higher up like me, then just stay wherever you can tolerate the stretch because you're now going to feel it all the way up your obliques, up the side, as well as your hamstrings. Good. Relax there. Bring both hands down. We're going to go back into the middle. So you're going to pop your hands out in front of you, this time a little bit further than you did before. Same again, look towards the floor so you're not straining your neck. Just hold it there. Your next breath, grab onto your left leg and same again, go as far down that left side as you can. Find the stretch that feels good for you. One more time. If you want to deepen the stretch, take your right arm up over your head and come down as if you're going to pinch your toes. And just hold it there. Good. Bring both hands back down to the middle. And this time you're going to reach as far as you possibly can for the last time. So same again, head down, trying to push as far forward as you'll go. And gently relax there, bring your body back up to sitting. We're going to just stretch your back out next. You're going to bring your legs together. You're going to bend your left knee and cross it over at where your right knee is as well. Taking your right arm, you're going to come and hug onto your left knee, twisting your back so you're looking directly over to your left leg. If that's plenty of a stretch for you, then stay there. If you wanted to deepen it, you're just going to take your elbow, go beyond your left leg, and then you can push against that leg. So use a bit of leverage to twist yourself down. Both times, pop your left hand behind you for a bit of support. But just find the stretch you're happy to hold. We're going to pause here. Nice big deep breaths as you stretch into it. And gently relax there. Bring yourself back round. We're going to pop your left leg down, bend your right knee, cross it over again at that left knee. And then it is left arm to hug in that right leg and changing that direction of your torso to look that way. Same again, if you are tight and you'd like to stay here, stay here. If you'd like to go deeper, your left arm is coming beyond your right knee and you're going to use that leg as a bit of leverage to try and push as far round as you can. So same again, find what you can tolerate, find a nice stretch for you and just hold it there. Good. And gently relax there. All you're going to do is you're going to bring both knees up. And if you're on a mat, you're just going to face inwards on your mat. Bring both knees into your body. And you're just going to hug around your knees to begin with. So you can bring your head down. You're just going to take a bit of pressure off. And just a little pause into like a ball kind of hug. Little rock if you'd like to. It's completely up to you. Good. If you are comfortable, we are going to go to laying down from this position. So you're going to lift your legs and just rock onto your back. If you're not, then take your time to get yourself laid down. This time, head's going to relax and you're just going to have your legs into the centre of your body. Gentle rocks, you can go side to side, up and down, whatever feels good. We're going to take all kind of pressure off your back. And from here, you're going to bring your legs back down to the floor. So we're bent at the top. You're going to pop your left leg down. So you're laying down. And you're just going to lift your right leg up. Using your hands, you're going to grip on behind your thigh. And we're going to stretch out the hamstrings and the back of the legs. So if that's enough of a stretch, then stay where you are. And if you want to deepen it, you can either try and make sure your leg's nice and straight up in the air, or you can bring your thigh closer towards your body. Now, you're going to hit different parts of the hamstrings depending on what version you go for. So find whatever one feels right for you. You can always change it midway through. We're just going to hold it there. Nice big deep breaths as you breathe into it. Ooh. Good. And gently bend that right leg, bring it back down to the floor. And then we're going to bend your left. You can straighten out your right if you'd like to. Lift your left leg up into the floor, grip round to the back of the thigh. And exactly the same again. Play around with the position that feels good for you. If it's plenty where you are, then stay there. If you want to try and straighten your leg, then do so. And you can also bring your thigh in closer towards your chest. So same again, find the one that feels right for you. You can keep mixing it up. Just hold wherever it is. Good. Bend your left leg, bring it back down to the floor. We're going to go back into your ball now, so you can lift both knees up into your chest. Again, we're just going to hug your legs wherever it feels comfortable, whether it's over your shins or under your shins. And again, nice little rock, take the pressure off the legs, the back. Perfect. Feet back down onto the floor, and we're going to go nice and long next. So one leg at a time, you're going to extend your legs till you're laying down. And if you're kind of happy here, just laying on your back, then stay there. If you'd like to, you can go one arm at a time, nice and tall, up above your head, till you're into like a pencil type shape, nice and long with your body. Find your stretch and just relax every muscle at a time. Nice big deep breaths in as you go, and just pause for a second. When you're ready, bring both hands back in, and you can take your time to get them back down, back up to sitting. Nice and gently. Nice one, guys. Take your time, there's no rush to get up, but that is us done for your Friday stretch.